let's talk about step 8. I'm going to pause this when I'm done and just attach a little clip to the assignment as well with it. As far as step 8 goes, when you go in, there's a couple things going on, and the end result of step 8 needs to be, this is people, right?
Yeah.
Family, friends, others, right? So the result of step 8, what it really needs to be, is, like in my case, I'm using my family and friends and whatever. You can use cartoon characters. You can go and copy and paste a little clip about, if you use Bart Simpson and there's this little paragraph you want to use on Bart Simpson. So I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you do that, but I do care because part of the idea of the Inside Out project is to force you to just kind of look at your life a little bit to make it more interesting, right? Instead of just building Acme website and putting superficial stuff in, the idea is to I call it web therapy, right? It's to kind of dig into yourself a little bit. That's the whole idea of the project. And because I believe learning technology is way more interesting and way more fun when you personally attach yourself to it. And so I really believe in it. As far as the pictures go, I don't care if you use I use my real pictures. I don't care if you use cartoon characters. I don't care if you use other people's text, things like that. You don't have to submit a notepad thing. So in step 8, I tell you, and I don't remember if I say it correctly in the assignment, and so therefore kind of want to just touch on that, which is I tell you it's the best idea to use something like Notepad, because when you're going to build a website, right, the last thing you want to do when you start getting knee deep in code is stop what you're doing and have to go find information or go find pictures or go find things. You want that stuff available. So for example, at eBay, before a developer had a ticket, right? So we have work tickets. And before a developer got a work ticket released to them, I wanted the project manager to make sure they had everything they need. Don't let them, don't tell them to start on something where they're going to have to stop an eighth of the way in and go find this and go find that and go find content or go find whatever. Because what happens when you start writing code, if you haven't noticed, we each have whatever our time span is. For me, it's about 30 minutes. It takes me about 30 minutes just to get my head wrapped into writing code, into doing code. And so then once I get going, I'm kind of in this warm spot where I'm, can kind of chug along and, work on code, and I get really involved with my code and work through errors and things, and that's what I'm focused on. And so therefore, if I'm doing like the people, it's really nice to just have in a notepad file or something all the text and names and things that I want to use right there, because then I just alt tab, okay, grab my next person, copy, bring it into my code. I'm not worried. Am I making sense in what I'm saying, right? I have that available to me. Right. Because the thing that stinks is whether you like it or not, for most people, and this is where I believe as a manager, I did a good job. I came up as a developer, so I could recognize the challenges that developers have. And the thing that stinks is not only when you get disrupted from having to leave your code to go find something and then come back to your code, your 30-minute warm-up is there again. What was I doing? Why did I do it that way? You know what I mean? Because your head, you're wrapping yourself around it. So I think it's really important that you gather your information first and then you work on it. But yeah, so as far as step 8 goes, you can do, however you want to do it. I do put in here, prepare a data document. Do I require you to hand that in? don't. So, point being, right? If you want to take twice as long to do your project, don't do a data document. You know, honestly, that's what it comes down to, in my opinion. Any questions on that?